Practice English listening. The lost keys. It's a busy Monday morning, and Sarah is getting ready for work. She wakes up early, takes a quick shower, and gets dressed in her favorite blue dress. She makes a cup of coffee and sits down at the kitchen table to eat her breakfast. The sun is shining through the window, and everything seems perfect. After breakfast, Sarah picks up her bag and heads to the door. She reaches into her bag to grab her keys, but they aren't there. She checks her coat pockets, but the keys aren't there either. Where are my keys? She wonders. Sarah feels a little worried. She needs to leave soon if she wants to get to work on time. Sarah goes back to the kitchen and looks on the counter. Sometimes she leaves her keys there, but today the keys aren't there. Maybe I left them in the living room, she thinks. She quickly walks into the living room and checks the coffee table, but the keys aren't there. She looks under the sofa cushions, but still no keys. Where could they be? Sarah asks herself. She goes to her bedroom and searches on her nightstand. She even looks under the bed, but the keys are nowhere to be found. Sarah feels more and more worried. I can't be late for work, she thinks. She decides to retrace her steps from the night before. What did I do when I got home yesterday? She wonders. Sarah remembers coming home and putting her bag down by the door. Then she went to the kitchen to make dinner. After dinner, she watched a movie in the living room. I must have put my keys somewhere in the house, she thinks. Sarah checks her bag again, carefully this time. She takes everything out. Her wallet, phone, a book, some pens, but no keys. This is strange, she says to herself. Suddenly, she remembers something. The bathroom, she exclaims. I went to the bathroom to wash my hands after dinner. Sarah hurries to the bathroom and looks on the sink. And there they are, her keys. They are right next to the soap. Oh, thank goodness, Sarah says with a big sigh of relief. She grabs her keys and quickly puts them in her bag. I must have put them down when I washed my hands and forgot, she thinks, smiling at herself. With her keys finally in hand, Sarah rushes to the door. She locks the door behind her and heads to her car. She looks at her watch. I still have time to get to work, she thinks. But I have to hurry. Sarah gets in her car and drives off. As she drives, she thinks about how silly she was to forget her keys in the bathroom. Next time, I need to be more careful, she says to herself, laughing a little. She arrives at work just in time, feeling happy and a little bit proud. I found my keys and made it to work on time, she thinks. What a morning! As Sarah walks into her office, she decides to put a small bowl near the door when she gets home. That way, I can always put my keys in the same place, she thinks. No more lost keys for me. Sarah sits down at her desk, ready to start her day, feeling relieved that her morning adventure is over.